I don't know why you hit the road, but you don't realize I won't look back when you're alone. I won't think twice when you're gone. Don't hesitate to call me back, 'cause I won't be there. I won't look back when you're alone. I won't think twice when you're gone. Don't hesitate to call me back, 'cause I won't be there. I won't look back.
Hello, good evening, truckers and truckeresses. So, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Crafty Chris's stream on Build the Eddie STOBART, Moving the Nation by HACHETTE Partworks, issue number 86. Yeah, 86. So, without further ado, then, here is Crafty Chris.
Hi, guys. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, we're getting on with this now. I just wish we could get some wheels put on now.
Yeah, because the wheels on the truck don't go round and round, do they?
No, they don't.
No. Okay.
I think if I put the bumper on, it won't even fit in the box. So.
No, that's the problem, yeah. So, yeah, we're going to have to sort that out later on, aren't we? So, right, okay, without further ado then, we have got our lovely companion with us tonight, and that is Julie, Yorkshire Crafter. Hello.
Yeah, hello everyone. So I'll be reading the chat tonight like I do every week. So yeah, sit back, relax and enjoy the show.
Okay, I'll put all three of us on. There we are. And so, yeah, number 86 this evening. Goodness me. Number 86 is, according to the magazine, it's cab hinges and bonnet. So, yeah. I do believe we'll get a little bit further, and we actually put the bonnet on. Now, if you remember, we got the bonnet in issue 1, was it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so that was 86 issues ago, or 86 weeks ago, since we got the bonnet. Yeah, something like that, anyway. So, anyway, I'll let you crack on with the chat, Julie, because there does seem to be an awful lot in there tonight.
There is quite a bit. So first in, we've got Peter saying hi, Chris, Julie and Dave S. Hi, Peter.
Hi, Peter.
And we've got Steve saying evening all, Chris and Sir Dave. Evening, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
And Gillian, good evening, Chris, Dave, Julie and everyone in the chat. Evening, Gillian.
Hi, Gillian.
Hi, Gillian.
And Dave Mack, good evening, everyone. Good luck with your build, Chris. Have a great show. Evening to Sir Dave and to Julie. Evening, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Thank you.
And Dave says evening to Peter, to Steve and to Gillian. And we've got Mary. Evening, everybody. Chatters too. Evening, Mary.
Hi, ma'am.
And Gillian saying evening to Dave Mack. And we've got Darth saying evening all. Evening, Darth.
Hi, Darth.
Peter says evening, Steve Bird. And Peter says hi, Gillian, Mary, Dave Mack and Darth. And Mark says good evening, everybody. Hi, love.
Hi, Mark.
Peter says, did your cousin build this layout, Dave Mack? Gillian says hi to Peter. Peter says hi, Mark. Mark says hi, Peter. Gillian says hi, Mark. And we've got Lee saying Anfield Road incoming. Hi, Lee.
Hi, Lee.
Hi, Lee.
And Mark says, hi, Gillian. Dave Mark says, evening to Mary, to Darth, to Mark, and to Lee. Peter says, hey, Lee. Mark says, evening, Dave Mark. And we've got Danno. Hello, everyone. Hi, Danno.
Hi, Danno.
Peter says, hi, Danno. Gillian says, hi, Danno. Dave Mark says, hi, Danno. We've got Geordie Dave. Evening, everyone. Evening, Geordie.
Hi, Geordie Dave.
Dave Mark says, evening, Geordie. Geordie says, hi, Dave Mark. Gillian says, good evening, love, Geordie. And Geordie says, hi, love, Gillian. We've got Dream Builder, evening panel, and all in chat. So, evening, Dream Builder.
Hi,
Dream Builder.
Dream Builder, and thank you for subscribing.
Peter says, hi, Geordie. Oh, chat stuck there. Dave Mark says, hi to Dream Builder. Gillian says, hi, Dream Builder. Peter says, hi, Daniel. Geordie says, hi, Peter. Geordie says, hi, Dream Builder. And Dave Mark says, not yet, Peter. So that is chat for now.
Lovely. Thank you ever so much for that, Julie. Very much appreciated. So one of the questions for one of the people in the chat, and that's Geordie Dave. As we came into this chat here, we noticed that you hadn't set up the stream for the Titanic. So I hope you've set that up now for after this. So what else have I got to tell you? I don't know. Yeah, I've had a bad day today. So anyway, it can only get better. It can only get better, can it? Well, we hope. So right, well, without further ado, then we better crack on to this issue 86 of Build the Eddie STOBART. So I'll go onto Christine's camera. She's gone down on camera. You might just have to give your camera a little rest for a moment. So there is just one more in chat, if you want to bring that up.
There is, yeah, from Facebook. Good evening, Dave, Christine, and Julie. Hope you're all well. Good luck with tonight's build, Christine, sweetie. I think that's Alex.
Hello, Alex.
Hey, Alex. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have Peter. 4 likes, 13 in chat. Come on, smash the like button. Yes, please.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Thank you. Right then. So let's have a look. So we've got the cab hinges and bonnet. Windscreen wipers are fitted to the bonnet, and the hinges are fitted to the base of the cab. Ooh, so quite a bit to do tonight in this issue. Parts supplied are as follows then. So 8601 left windscreen wiper marked L. Okay, and then we've got 8602 right windscreen wiper marked R.
Yeah.
That one, is it? It's marked R, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So 8603 right hinge for cab marked R.
I think it's that one.
Is it marked R?
I don't know. Can't see it. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It is. Okay, jolly good. So then we've got 8604, and that's the steering system arm. So that's the
That's that one.
Yeah, that's that one. 8605 is the steering system housing. So that's
that one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, and
That
then pardon?
That bit's plastic.
Okay, 8606 is the left hinge for cab marked L.
What's that one?
That's that one. And then we've got 8607, which is a cog for end of steering column.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we've got 2 lots of screws tonight. Excuse me. We've got DP13s times 3. And then
Yeah.
we've got DD01s times 9.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all the parts then present and correct. Is there any more pack, Julie?
There's just one more in chat from Facebook. Hello, Dave Mack, Peter Webster, and everyone in the chat. That's from Alex.
Okay, thank you very much. So we have an apology to make as well, because I think the last time that this went out onto the Facebook groups, it actually cut off halfway through. Well, we think it did. We haven't watched it through on the Facebook groups. We've actually watched it through on YouTube, and YouTube's all right. So this is broadcast to the Eddie STOBART Facebook group. It's broadcast to Crafty Chris's Facebook group, and it's broadcast to the MCC UK Facebook group, and it's broadcast to Crafty Chris's YouTube. So if you was watching last week and you went off all of a sudden and you was watching through one of the Facebook groups, sorry about that, but there was a problem with Facebook. Something made it shut down for some reason. We don't know why. Anyway, just letting you know that bit of information. Right. Okay then, Chris. So we've got step 1, fitting the windscreen wipers. Okay, so step 1 is take the bonnet assembly from 101. Goodness me, the 86 weeks ago. And it says from issue number 1, and the 2 windscreen wipers, 8601 and 8602, note that the wipers are marked L and R circled right. Okay, so that's in the little picture circled right there. So step 2 says, align the socket on the end of the right windscreen wiper 8602 and the screw hole on the driver's side of the bonnet 101. Okay, so we're actually putting that on the driver's side then, Chris, by the looks of it. The right one on the driver's side. Okay, and then it says step 3, fix the wiper in place from the back of the bonnet with a DP13 screw. Okay, so that'll be one of the bigger ones, won't it? One of the DP13s, yes. Well, we haven't got many of them.
The little screws, not the bigger ones.
Sorry, DP13 you want. There's only 3 of them, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think it's a case of squeezing it together and then tightening it from the back if you can. Could be a little tricky by the looks of this. But of course, if we're putting the bonnet on, which I do believe we are, you won't be able to do it when the bonnet is on the cab.
No, it doesn't push in. You've got to line it up.
You've got to line it up there to push in. Okay. So, those of you who are observant can see a bus behind me tonight. So, a blue and white bus. And let me just do this while you're doing that. Okay, let's go like that. So, we've got the blue and white bus behind me tonight. So, that has given me so much headache you would not believe. But apart from the red stripe and apart from the indicators and the mirrors and apart from the adverts, it's finished. Okay, so it's done. All the panels are on now. All the strips are on. I've just got all this side to the screw head and some screw heads around the back to do to pins, and then put the adverts on, the mirror, and it's done. So yeah, well done to me, I think. So yeah, no, quite honestly, it's been the most difficult one out of all 3 that I've actually done. And you'd think, why is it so difficult? I just do not know why it's been so difficult, but it's been the most difficult one to do. It looks wonderful when you're here in, you know, in reality land. I will take some photographs of it when I've got it all stickered up and everything. I will take it out into the garden, and it will be going to a show very soon. So you watch out on the Facebook groups, because you'll see it on a show stand on a table along with some other models, hopefully very soon. Okay, so that's brought you up to speed on that. I actually had it on my Lazy Susan today, so I was spinning it round, doing this, that, and the other on it, and forgot that I had my cup of tea, this cup of tea, just at the other side of the table here. Spun it round, and my tea went all over the floor. It was a full cup of tea, and I thought, no, that's my mug that's been smashed. Anyway, luckily I went round after I'd rushed around getting the tea towels and mop it all up. Luckily, my mug was all right. But that's another story. Right, let's crack on with Crafty Chris.
It looks fantastic, Dave. Well done.
Thank you. Yeah, it'll look even better once it gets the adverts on and everything, and it gets them little finishing touches done.
Yeah.
You're right there, Chris.
Yeah.
I think you want them both going the same way.
Well, no, they're wrong.
Something like that, yes. Yeah.
That's
So-
right. You can't move them then.
Okay, that's all right. So that's fixing it in the back, and it says for step 4, repeat to fix the left wiper 8601 to the bonnet. This shows both wipers fixed in place. Okay, so that's step 4. We're now on to step 1 of assembling the right hinge. Okay, so it's a bit of a backwards and forwards issue, is this tonight? So the right hinge, and that's the biggest one. Step 1 says fit the cog 8607 into the raised screw socket on the right hinge 8603, labeled R, red arrow. Okay, and tabs on the tabs on the cog face upwards, yellow arrows. So there's a couple of tabs on the cog and they face upwards. Excuse
Of course,
me.
a bit tight is that.
Is it on?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think we might need a little bit of oil on it, do you think? Or do you think it wouldn't be necessary? Do you think
That's
it
all
would-
right now it's on.
Okay, jolly good. Right. Okay, so step 2 then is we fit the arm 8604 over the cog 8607 so that the tabs on the cog fit into the recesses in the arm. So if you take your arm, which is there, yeah, and you look at it on the magazine, and you'll find that it's the open end goes over the cog. Yeah, and there's a couple of recesses in there that fit over the recesses on the cog. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Something like that. And then it says step 3, note that when fitted, the arm sits beside the cog. Fix the arm 8604 and cog 8607 in place with a DD01 screw. Do not over tighten the screw as the parts need to move. So if you can get the orientation right, like that in the magazine, Chris, in step 3, and you then put the DD01 screw in. I can hear some birds chirruping away.
Mm. Right, yeah.
We've got some happy birds around here. They like chirruping away, they do.
Yeah, so that's on.
Okay, so step 4 then. Step 4 says fit the housing 8605 over the cog and arm so that the slot in the housing fits over the triangular bar on the hinge and the screw holes are aligned arrows. So again, you might have to look at your magazine to get that in. Okay, and then step 5 says fix the housing in place with a DD01 screw. And I've just noticed that we've got a heck of a lot of chat, so I better get Julie to bring up the chat if you don't mind, please, Julie.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find where we were. There is quite a bit.
I know.
Peter says, is it just me or anyone else getting freezing?
It is. It is, I agree with you.
Drim says, had one short freeze but seems okay now. Peter says, seems okay for me now, Daniel. And then Drim's put a thumbs up. Dave Mark, your bus is looking fantastic, Sir Dave.
Thank you very much.
Peter says, I have a blue and white double-decker Blackpool number 11A double O gauge coming for my layout.
Wow, lovely.
Drim says, awesome job, Dave.
Thank you.
Peter says, I also have a double O gauge STOBART vintage van and 4 STOBART locos coming.
Excellent.
Nice. Drim says, nice incoming stuff, Peter Webster. Peter says, sure is, Daniel. 6 locos in total coming. Steve says, Peter, my brother sometimes does the Blackpool route in his bus.
Oh.
Peter says, awesome, Steve. Steve says, mostly Morecambe, but they send him to Blackpool some days. Nice.
Oh.
Darth, 11A bus, ? I didn't know Blackpool 11 route was a circular. I thought it just did the coast route. Okay. Steve says, Dave Matt Builds. And then Peter, no idea, Darth. That was the number on the listing, but might have read it wrong with my eyesight. Oh, no. And that is chat.
Thank you, Julie. Okay, so now we're on to the next step then of fitting the hinges to the cab. So you're going to need your cab and you're going to need the hinges. Okay, so with the cab upside down, and just trying to think of where they're going to go. Here, your camera's a bit fuzzy at the minute. I think they're going to go towards the front of the cab, aren't they? Yeah, they are. They're going to go there somewhere, aren't they? Yes. So with the cab upside down, take the right hinge assembly, that's the big one, and fit it over the steering mechanism 8205. You will need to ensure that the cog is upright, see right, so that the tip fits into the hole in the hinge 8603. Yellow arrow above part 8205 engages with the cog. Okay. So you will have to stand the cog bit of the steering up and fit it into there. Yeah, that's how it fits. And that would be exactly right, somewhere there. Okay, so to carry on then on step 2, 2 pegs on the flat panel of the edge of the hinge 8603 fit into the holes in the front of the cab so that the screw hole in the hinge aligns with the socket in the cab fix in place with a DD01 screw. So that's the ones that we've got lots of. So that will go into the front end of the cab then, won't it? Screw into the front end of the cab through that flat plate, as in step 2 on your magazine. Are you clear with that, Chris?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Steady away then.
It's just awkward to hold.
Yeah, I thought it might be awkward because it's that steering rod that will be in. It will be awkward. You could be flopping about like I don't know what, like a wigwam on a mustard mill. Flopping about like a wigwam on a mustard mill, my dad used to say. Whatever a mustard mill was, I don't know.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And why you'd have a wigwam on a mustard mill, I don't know.
Can I put that screw in the top first?
Can you put the screw in the top first?
Yes, I can.
Right, it's yes,
I think.
screw and then to the socket.
Maybe I haven't got a screw.
It hasn't got a screw. It hasn't got a screw in there yet. No, it hasn't got a screw in there. So no, you can't. You're going to have to put that. I think they're sitting to like some peg holes, don't they? That little flat hinge thing. Is there only one screw holding it in as well?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it might be a case of
Well, it's a case of getting it on and then finding the hole.
Yeah.
That goes on there. That goes in there.
Are you all right?
I think so.
Okay, go steady then. It might be a little difficult getting your screwdriver into that place, I think. Is it going in?
Yeah, but that's a lot of them.
Looks like it's wafting about like Doris's washing.
It is. Oh, I can't straighten the bloody thing up. Okay.
Okay. I was going to say you might want a longer screwdriver.
No, getting to the screw ain't the problem.
It's just getting it in place, is it? Ah, you've got it, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay, jolly good. Well done. Right. So, step 3 then, I think. Yeah, step 3. So, step 3 says identify the fixing point for the left hinge. And it gives you a little diagram there with a yellow square, a yellow rectangle. 2 pegs on the plate at the front of the hinge and fits into the cab. So step 4 says fit the hinge 8606 in place with a DD01 screw. So similar to what you did the other side, except on the left hand side now, with one screw through the flat plate into the front there. Now with a DDO1 screw. Okay, there's a little bit of chat, Jolie.
There is. So we've got John's Model Making says, evening all. Evening, John.
Hi, John.
Peter says, hi, John. Oh, that one first. John says, hi, Peter. And Dave Mark says, evening to John. And that is John.
Thank you very much. Have you got that?
Yeah.
Okay, jolly good. Right, we're going to move on to the next step then. Fitting the bonnet. Okay, we're going to be fitting the bonnet onto the cab. Well, people, this has been 86 weeks, 86 issues. So once we first got this bonnet, this lovely bonnet with the sound writing on and everything and painted in lovely green in issue 1. So step 1 says, take the bonnet assembly and identify the 4 raised screw sockets on the back of part 101 circled in yellow. These will be used to fix the bonnet to the front of the cab. And then step 2 says, position the bonnet on the front of the cab so that the screw holes are aligned. 3 of the 4 screw holes in part 7801 that will be used to fix part 101 in place are circled above. Okay, so you can see 3 of them from the front, but you obviously cover them up with the bonnet. Okay, so have you got that on? Okay, so step 3 then says turn the cab upside down so you can fix the first DDO1 screw in place on the passenger side near the hinge 8606, and the bonnet front comes off. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Okay, mind your windscreen wipers. Okay, there's a little bit of chat, Jolie, if you want to bring that up, because there is some important information in there.
Yeah. So John says, evening to Dave Mac. And John says, this is the 2 awkward screws for the bonnet.
Right, okay, thank you.
Oh, a bit more. Hang on. We've got Hobby Time Modelers. Howdy, everyone. Howdy.
Howdy, Hobby Town modelers over the pond there in good old US of A, etc. Hello, Hobby Town modelers.
Yeah, and Peter says, hi, HT. Yep, he's corrected himself. HTM. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, have you got that one?
I've got one in, I think.
You've got one in, you think? Okay, so I'll just read these instructions quickly. It says turn the cab upside down so that you can fix the first DDO1 screw in place on the passenger side near the hinge 8606. The second DDO1 screw holds the bonnet in place on the cab on the driver's side. Okay, and then for step 5, which is over the page, it says turn the cab right way up so you can access the 3rd and 4th fixing screws. The 3rd DDO1 screw is fitted on the driver's side beneath the instrument panel. Driver's side, into you reckon on there? Yeah. Driver's side just beneath the instrument panel. Okay.
Oh, what a stupid place for a screw.
Yeah. That's probably what John meant. You might have to get one of your long screwdrivers. I don't know. If you haven't got a long one, I've got one here. That's the driver's side you're working at, isn't it?
Hmm?
It's the driver's side you're working at, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can maybe get to them screws a bit later on if you want with the Aria if you can't get them in. So the next one is step 6, and that's the final fixing point. It's on the passenger side above the jerry can. So do you want to bring the chat up, Julie, because it's going hectic?
Yep. So we have got Eric. So it says, this is me, Eric. How is everyone tonight? Hi, Eric.
How do, Eric? We're not so bad, thank you.
Good. Eric says, hey, Peter. Dad says, the one inside the cabs are the awkward ones.
Ah, right.
Steve says, good evening, Eric. Eric says, hey, Steve. Dave Mark says, hi at Hobby Time Modelers. Eric says, hey, Dave. John says, I used a ratchet screwdriver for this.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Peter says, a lot of builders struggle with these screws. Yeah.
Okay. Jolly good.
That's chat.
To me, this could have been done a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can't get to it.
Okay, I'll pop it in for you with the flexible drive on the Aria, I think. Okay, so apart from one screw, that's completed work. Hinges have been fitted beneath the cab on the front bonnet with the windscreen wiper has been fixed in place. Well done. Very well done.
Oh yeah, just one screw with it.
Yeah, that's okay. I can sort that out for you after the stream. Do you want to show people what's coming in issue 87?
Yeah, it's a step. Cab steps. Right and left steps and back in. Right and left indicators and cables plus screws.
Uh-huh. So that's an issue 87. So that will be next week. Won't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Next week's issue, it's got the first of the back doors on.
Yeah. Yeah, so I hear, yeah. Yeah. So that might mean that we don't finish the cab off we actually start doing bits on the trailer before we finish the cab off.
Yeah,
And
they aren't going to finish the cab either before the start trailer, or else people will just do the cab.
Exactly, yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think we'll do a bit more on trailer first, and then we'll go back to the cab later on. Yeah, the tractor unit. So anyway, that's it. That's tonight's build. Well done, love. Very well done. Yeah, I'm impressed with how we've done that tonight.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit more chat. Do you want to change your camera, Chris?
There is.
Yeah.
Oh, just had a big jump. Hang on. Right. Geordie says hi to Eric. Eric says, hey, Geordie. Peter says, well done, Chris. Smashed it again. Yeah.
It is.
Thank you.
Dad says, the mystery indicator lights.
Yeah. Excellent.
Eric says, looking good.
Thank you.
Geordie says, you missed front bumper that goes on chassis.
Not yet. It's not in this issue, is it? It's not in this issue.
We did it last week on the chassis.
Front bumper that goes on chassis, yeah.
Yeah, it must have been last week's issue, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It went onto the chassis, didn't it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, you did it, didn't you?
Yeah, because that's why it won't go in the box now.
Yeah, last week's
Yeah.
issue. Yeah.
Yeah. So Lindsay says, done a great job, Chris.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Lindsay.
Gillian says, good show and a big thumbs up.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Julian.
Darth says, going to paint the steps silver.
Uh-huh.
Mary says, great show, well done to all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Peter says, I'm confused with those indicators, Darth.
Yeah.
Darth says, bumper fitted last week, Geordie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave Mark, good build and another great show, big thumbs up.
Thank you.
And then Geordie says, Danno fault, he said. Oh, no.
It's his fault. They went that way.
Yeah.
No, they went that way. Okay, so right. Okay, so what's on next then? Well, at 8 o'clock, I do believe it's the Titanic show tonight with Geordie Dave, and I think it's self popping along to that one as well. So yeah, 8 o'clock, I do believe it's on tonight. 58 and 59, I think we're doing. So, and mine are still in the bags, look. So I'll treat you all tonight. I'll open these up because they're still in the bags, 58 and 59. So, and I'll help Geordie Dave with that. So yeah, so we'll see that later on. And I do believe it's at 8 o'clock. So anything else? What we've got on tomorrow night? I think it's Danno's Universe tomorrow night. And I think I'm doing the Tumbler. So yeah, pop along to Danno's Universe tomorrow night for the Tumbler and see how Batman and see if he's found Robin yet. Because Batman's not Batman without Robin, is it? So anyway, I think Robin must be looking for his underpants because they have their underpants over their trousers, don't they, Batman and Robin? Yeah, so anyway.
Oh, no.
Anyway, so sorry, I can't help it.
Ignoring.
Yeah, ignore me. Anyway, that was a great build, Chris. I'm very impressed on how he did that. I will have to catch up with man very shortly. Now I've got this thing, or getting this thing out of the way. Yeah, I can maybe crack on with some of my other builds. So, right. Okay, so
Mark's reminding Geordie about setting his stream up.
Still nothing set up for Titanic. Oh, oops.
right. Okay. Well, we'll see when he pops it up, won't we? So yeah, not a problem. Okay. What have I got to come up here? I've just got to something come up here, and I don't know what it is. So let's have a quick look here. Something's popped up. I think it must be another show that somebody else is. Is it Wayne that's on tonight or something later on?
Tuesday. It might be.
I don't know. I think Wayne might have popped up or something. So, I know it was Chris Davis. Chris Davis is doing the Eddie as well shortly. So yeah, there we go. Right.
Well, he's managing. He's doing so well.
Yeah. He's absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So right, okay. Little bit more chat then, Julie, and then we'll say our goodbyes.
Yep, there is. So Peter says, don't forget to like on the way out. Yes, please.
Thank you. Yes.
And then Mark just put in, Geordie, still nothing set up for the Titanic. So just reminded him.
Okay, we'll let him sort that out. All right. Well, it's a good night from me. I'll go first. Thank you ever so much for joining Christine tonight and keeping the chat nice and sorted. And so thank you ever so much for that. I'm much appreciated. Please leave Christine a nice good thumbs up. Subscribe to Yorkshire Crafter's channel as well, because she's been good enough to help Christine out with the chat and everything with this build and other builds and everything. And she does have her own channel, which is very, very interesting to watch. So yeah, check out Yorkshire Crafter. Check out my channel if you want to see anything like this happening. I'll later on in the year I'll be building this, and I'll be building the Titanic, and I'll be building all sorts of things. Anyway, that's me. So good night from me. Take care, and I'll see you hopefully later on this evening.
Thanks, Dan.
Yeah, so thank you for coming and supporting Chris, and your lovely chat and all your hints and tips, and for Chris it really, really does help. So yeah, thank you very much for that. And yeah, I will see you in a little bit on the Titanic. So I'll say good night for now.
Thanks, Julie. Yeah, thanks again, guys, for joining me tonight. I can't thank you enough. It's the same people that come back week after week after week to watch it, and it's just been a lot of support for me. It's encouraged me to get on and do it. I mean, there has been some days when I thought, I can't be bothered, but I know you're not waiting for it, so I've got to do it. So I'll see you again on Monday for the doll's house. So have a safe week, have a super weekend, and I'll see you Monday. So it's bye from me.
Okay, and it's bye from all of us then. So good night, everyone. Take care now.